So some people saw my videos or read my blogs, but I'm not posting them publicly anymore because of some comments. It's not like I was mad or upset at the comments, but there's no point in it. I have no argument. I don't have a point of view I want you to see. But if someone wants to come at me over this, well, it's like a thunderstorm. So I just move out of the rain if I can. And if I can't, I mean, if I'm somewhere and some wacko starts shooting, so what? I might get shot. But I don't run in front of the gun now, do I? Well, this one woman, she saw my videos and sent me some links and a really nice note. And I saw that there are other people that talk like they've noticed what I noticed. Some of them have a kind of clarity about it, you know? What I hooked on to, like, what made sense to me was that we really don't know anything. I mean, if I ask you why you're here, like why you exist or whatever, you might have heard someone tell a story about God or the universe or whatever. But those are just stories, only things people made up. You don't really have a clue. If I ask what your purpose is, what you're supposed to do in your life, well, it's the same. You can find 100 things people made up and tell me one of those. But if I ask what's your purpose and told you it's cheating to use anything more than someone else said, just tell me what you know all on your own, well, you've got no more idea than Elena, my kitty. Same with other things people think they know, like how we should live, what meaning does life have, how can we get to be better people than we are. It's a lot of nonsense if you think about it. Like telling Elena she needs to find her purpose, or be a better cat, or improve herself. And if she's a tabby cat, imagine telling her she has to understand she's part of tabby culture, and how that's totally different than Siamese cat culture, or that feral cats have a common bond and need to stick together and fight for their rights or whatever. There are some scientists who wrote this book on how feeling that we're right triggers some neurotransmitters in the brain or whatever. So we feel a rush like a drug when we believe we are right and someone else is wrong. This woman who studied primates said it probably evolved from the need to make quick decisions like, is that a leopard in the bushes or a bunch of flowers? Or what shade of red is this fruit you eat and the one that makes you puke? If the feeling of being right is programmed into the brain, what about the information that triggers the being right feeling, the high? What if even if people seem like they have totally opposite ideas and values, the way they got those ideas and values was the same? If you had the genetics and experiences of people who had totally opposite values to you, and they had yours, you'd each think and believe the opposite of what you do now. If I believed what someone else believed, I'd agree with them. But where do beliefs even come from? What I liked about some of these videos was they showed how we don't ever do or choose anything, definitely not our beliefs. We don't pick our parents, what country we're born, anything about our bodies, our life experiences, what we look like, or whatever. We have thoughts, but these videos I saw did a pretty convincing job of showing how your thoughts really aren't tied to very much at all. Believing your thoughts is a lot like if you started believing every commercial on TV. Imagine every commercial you saw, and suddenly you just thought every word was the absolute truth. So you'd run around buying all this useless stuff because you believed it would do this or do that, or some product made you special and you just had to have it. But the point is, you can't know what you're going to think or say or do. Even if I think for a long time about some plan I made, I can never figure out why I started thinking of that specific plan or decided to do some specific thing. And sometimes, even if I make up my mind to ask someone to hang with me, I might see the person I decided I was going to ask to hang with and get shy and walk away without even saying a word. Or I might watch Netflix and eat ice cream and not study when I plan to spend all night studying or whatever. I can't predict what I'm going to do, and neither can anyone else. It's like when I noticed everyone around me was the same as people on TV. No, I really get that I'm just one more of the characters in the show, this show of life. Everyone's ideas and beliefs are fictional. People try to tell me what I am. define me by what they say is my gender or my background or my culture or age or whatever. But they might as well say I'm from another planet, as try to make me believe their labels for me are true. I'm not anything you can name, and neither are you. Neither is anything that pops up or appears. There's just life moving along, and it's all a big dream or mystery or whatever. Really, nothing you can put your finger on, nothing you can name. This might sound scary or make some of you upset, but really, it's the opposite. It's like getting on a roller coaster and enjoying the ride. Or whatever your favorite ride is at the amusement park. You strap yourself into the seat and you feel and see and hear all kinds of amazing experiences. But you haven't got the slightest bit of control over any of it. It's exciting, scary, dangerous. Maybe you hug the person you're with. Maybe you're riding alone. Anything can happen, and you can't choose any of it or escape it. And it begins and ends without you deciding when or where. That's your life. That's you. That's me. Enjoy the ride. As Alina says, meow.